Yes. Okay, now.
I think that the Zelda series is just. Well, I think I just noticed this, and I'm the biggest Zelda fan you'll ever meet, but
Yeah.
it's basically the same game over and over again with different gimmicks.
Yeah, you
Not that that's a
collect
bad thing,
things.
but I wish that they'd give us a little bit more variety, you know?
Yeah. Because the difference in
Some
Majora's Mask was the mask.
the masks and the whole time limit thing.
Yeah.
That was okay, but again, it was a little bit more dark than Ocarina of Time too.
Yeah, at least they gave you some new items.
Yeah, this game was legitimately good, and then we move on to Wind Waker,
Yeah.
which is we're only counting the mainstream Zeldas here, basically. We're
Yeah.
not gonna do any of the sub-genres and the handhelds, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, the DS ones were probably kind of, I don't know, just a
I
sub-story.
really just feel that we need, well, the new Zelda games I hear they're going to be put a lot more. They're going to be putting a lot more action out on the field because they're trying to give it a little bit more variety other than okay, go from temple to temple and fight the bosses and do the dungeons and stuff. They're going to give us a lot. They're going to give us a lot more than just that now, and I'm hoping that it's not going to turn out like crap.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a Zelda game. What do you expect?
I'm sure it's going to be good if they just keep to the thing, but Link should never talk.
Why?
Ever. Okay?
Why do you think that?
Well, because the whole thing with Miyamoto is this Link is supposed to be an embodiment of the hero in you. You're Link. That's why you're giving the option to name him.
Oh.
You're Link. You're this little kid who's trying to save the world by going through all these adventures.
And yeah, I mean,
Miyamoto himself said that, well, he's Link, I'm Link, you're Link, everyone's Link.
well, yeah, I mean, like, and probably in the future, when we get a better Zelda game, maybe we can interact with some of the characters that are in the game, like type on a keyboard, whatever.
Well, yeah, we can give a little bit more interaction, but,
Yeah, I mean, like, be able to talk to them, and
exactly, but, then they'd have to have an actual sense of AI, which
yeah,
is really hard.
but then, if you say the right thing, you get a good clue.
Yeah, exactly. So it'd make it more like a detective/adventure fighting thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like Twilight Princess because they gave us a little more action on the field. They gave us the horse fight with King Bulbin,
Yeah,
and they put a lot more monsters on the field to go hunting. And the side quests where you run across the field and try not to get hit or you drop the barrel of stuff.
yeah,
I really enjoy that game because to me it was the best so far, and only thing that really beats it would be Ocarina of Time.
yeah, because Ocarina of Time was the first three
Because
Zelda
Ocarina of
games.
Time has to be like the best Zelda game out there, and there has been a lot of. There is no debate that people will say Ocarina of Time 98% of the time when you ask them what's your favorite Zelda game.
Yeah,
The other 2% is 1% will say a different game, and 1% will say who's Zelda, and then you just bitch slap them.
yeah,
At least
true.
I do. Like, what Zelda? I go, what?
Unless the guy is as big as Lou Ferrigno, then we're kind of fucked.
I don't care. I still kick his ass.
Chuck
I
Norris?
mean, really, you never hear of Zelda, you deserve to be slapped.
Chuck Norris?
Where the fuck have you been for the past 10 years, Or since the 1980s? Come on.
I know, because
Zelda
all of us
is
grew up
everywhere.
with Zelda.
Zelda is the top franchise, is one of the top franchises in Nintendo.
Hell, when Nintendo first came out, I got it, and that Zelda was probably the first game that I got. That and
Yeah, exact first game I've ever played was Zelda Ocarina of Time. And that game was just the best thing ever, basically.
The game kind of got better when it came on GameCube for the collector's editions and Master Quest.
Yeah, that game has to... That game is basically what changed the Zelda franchise forever.
Hell, you never know. Maybe later on they'll make a remake of the game with better graphics.
I hope so. That's, you know...
And maybe a couple more dungeons and a little more to the story.
More bosses, more depth dungeons, little up the ante of the difficulty, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, cause that game was kind of too easy for me. When the second time I beat it.
It's basically, I really like that game, and the closest I'd have to say who came to it would be, Twilight Princess, which is, you know, just came out. And that is my close second for, you know, that is a very close second on my favorite Zelda games.
Yeah, but Zelda can sometimes be confusing because some of the timelines in the game.
The Zelda timeline, I don't get into that because I have a lot of theories and, you know, I just don't want to get into it.
No, I mean, like, sometimes...
I think that you're supposed to enjoy the games.
Yeah, but sometimes people just play the games too.
They're like Final Fantasy. Well, except good. The gameplay's different, but I'm talking about the timelines aren't supposed to fit. You're just supposed to enjoy the game.
I mean, Final Fantasy is just one story after the other.
Exactly. You know, Final Fantasy.
I think most Final Fantasy games
I know I'm going to get a lot
like
of
7.
hate mail out of this, but I really did not enjoy Final Fantasy games.
Who didn't like Final Fantasy 8?
Well, I don't like Final Fantasy, I gotta say.
Final Fantasy's okay. I mean, number 7 was good.
I do like some of the games. Final Fantasy 7 was good.
I know.
I have to say that was... Oh, and then there's Final Fantasy 8. What the hell?
I know, that's a downfall.
The Final Fantasy 8. I hated that game. I am terribly sorry to anybody and everyone, but I hated Final Fantasy 8.
Who didn't hate Final Fantasy 8?
The cards, the card battles, the gathering, the
Petra Master,
magic, and the Gunblade, which is an awesome concept, but was
horribly...
It wasn't... Well, anyway, I'm done with that. What do you think, Sasuke?
Final Fantasy was just one story after the other. I mean, like, you got Cloud, and then some series after that, you start getting some other kid in the game. Like, in Final Fantasy 12, I had no clue who the hell I was playing as. Some weird 13-year-old gathering teenagers to rebel against, I don't know, some evil forces. I haven't really played it that much. Mostly the only Final Fantasy game that I played for so long was Final Fantasy 11, the online one.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was just trying to make some money.
I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
I mean, I would play the Crystal Chronicles if I actually had a PSP.
Yeah.
But I say it should have been on PS2.
Alright. Let's see now. Well, people, we're going to have to cut out here soon. We hope you enjoyed this. We did, I think.
Yeah, because YouTube is probably not going to let us go any more than this.
Yes, so people, we're going to have to cut out. I'm Triforce Kid.
I'm Curse Nero.
Shanik, and this is my buddy Curse Nero. Sasuke.
Yes.
Have a nice day, and remember... something. We currently lack an ending catchphrase.